These ladies, and I'm a WNBA fan.
It's been good season.
They cannot have fucked this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse if they tried.
The WNBA is at a crossroads. A league poised for unprecedented growth now finds itself entangled in controversy. At the center, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and a league investigation that has fans and legends like Charles Barkley speaking out. What happened on May 17th has ignited debates about race, rivalry, and the future of women's basketball.
If you got people in a room, if you got a bunch of dudes in a room and says, let's fuck up the WNBA, we couldn't have came up a master plan what these women have done.
During a heated game between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky, Caitlin Clark committed a flagrant foul on Angel Reese, leading to a tense on-court confrontation. The league initiated an investigation into alleged racist remarks from fans directed at Reese during the game. However, after reviewing footage and interviewing attendees, the WNBA found no substantiated evidence of such behavior.
So it's just petty jealousy, and it's really unfortunate because, and the thing that's really bad right now, we're not even talking about basketball. That's the problem that I have with the
NBA Hall of Famer Charles Barkley didn't mince words on national television. He criticized the league's handling of the situation and called out players for what he perceived as jealousy towards Clark's rising stardom. Barkley emphasized Clark's positive impact on the league's visibility and growth.
But what's bad, instead of talking about all the good things happening for the WNBA, we're talking about negativity. And all that used to be an old saying, all publicity is good publicity. No, it's not. Not when you're a niche sport trying to get the consumers to buy into you.
Angel Reese responded to Barkley's comments with a cryptic message on social media, suggesting that success isn't solely due to one player. While she didn't mention Clark directly, the timing and context led many to interpret it as a rebuttal to Barkley's praise of Clark.
Petty jealousy, and it's really unfortunate because what she's done for the game. Yeah, listen, I believe in Ricky Hazen, but some of the criticism has gotten overboard.
The rivalry between Clark and Reese dates back to their college days. Notably, the 2023 NCAA championship where Reese's taunt towards Clark went viral. Their competitive dynamic has continued into the WNBA, captivating fans and media alike.
The girls got to grow up and you know what? I can go at her hard on the basketball court, but the visibility and stuff she's bringing to the league is going to fill all our wallets up in the long run.
Clark's entry into the WNBA has been transformative. Her games have drawn record-breaking viewership, with the May 17th matchup against the Sky becoming one of the most watched WNBA games in 25 years, averaging 2.7 million viewers.
The stuff toward her is petty and jealous. And the thing I love about her, she never says a word, but there's been so much negativity, and a lot of it is just petty jealousness.
The incident and subsequent investigation have polarized fans and commentators. Some argue that the league's focus on Clark undermines other players, while others believe that internal conflicts and public disputes hinder the WNBA's growth.
Like I say, it's just a lot of petty jealousy out there, and it's really unfortunate. Taken away from the women's game, because no matter what sport, if you're talking more about something other than the sport, so anything, this is just taken away from the game. And
the Fever and the Sky are set to face off again on June 7th. However, with Clark sidelined due to a quadriceps strain, anticipation has dampened. This rematch was expected to be a marquee event, but Clark's absence raises questions about the league's reliance on individual stars.
Just as suspected, nothing. And that other fan base, the old fan base, came after the Fever players, Fever fans.
As the WNBA navigates this pivotal moment, the focus should return to the game and its talented athletes. The league's growth depends on unity, mutual respect, and celebrating the sport's rising stars without divisive narratives.
So it's really unfortunate, and it's just, and I like the way she's handling. She hasn't said anything because you got so many fools out here who got opinion, unfortunately, negative opinions on television, on radio, and things like that. So I'm glad she's staying above the fray.
The WNBA was on the verge of something historic until it blew up in real time. Accusations, investigations, and a public backlash that stunned even the most loyal fans. And then Charles Barkley stepped up and did not hold back. What started as a celebration of Caitlin Clark's rise turned into a firestorm of jealousy, missteps, and a shocking verdict no one saw coming. You want the truth? Stay right here because Barkley said what no one else would.
And you old fans, you ones accusing us of racism and all that, y'all just took an L and a big one. However, the league is also taking a big L because there's no apologies to any fan whatsoever on this totally BS statement released by the WNBA.
This was supposed to be the moment. Caitlin Clark, the most hyped rookie in WNBA history, had just arrived. Ticket sales were up 93%. Draft ratings up 400%. The league finally had its Steph Curry moment. But instead of glory came controversy.
Yeah, you found nothing. That's great. That's accurate. Guess who told you would find nothing? Oh, the entire Indiana Fever fan base said you weren't going to find him.
Chicago Sky Angel Reese claimed she was subjected to racial slurs by Indiana fans. The league immediately launched an investigation. Headlines exploded and fans were dragged through the mud.
The WNBA is committed to fostering a safe and inclusive environment for everyone and will continue to be vigilant in enforcing our fan code of conduct. Where is the apology to your fan?
Barkley never one to sugarcoat, torched the league's response. He accused them of choosing chaos over celebration, controversy over clarity, and letting unproven claims stain what should have been a golden moment.
This league that has never turned a profit decided to accuse their own fans of racism. Indiana Fever, as an organization, you're culpable here too. I mean, you are.
She and the Indiana Fever accounted for 45% of all the broadcast value of the WNBA last season. She accounted also for helping drive the numbers of merchandising up 500%. Of course, her jersey was number one.
The worst part, even after clearing the fans, the WNBA never apologized. No statement, no accountability. Fever fans were left labeled and silenced.
I have a suspicion that outside of Indiana Fever games, there may be a boycott of every other game in your league. Of course, judging by the ratings, sometimes it looks like there already is a natural.
Caitlin Clark isn't just good for the WNBA. She is the WNBA right now. Viewership up 180%. Arenas sold out nationwide and sponsors knocking at the door.
I don't know what it is with the old fandom. I don't know what it is about fans of other teams. But man, they didn't want regular sports fans to enter their arena. We're here. We're here. And we don't take things like this lying down. We don't stay quiet.
Clark never responded to the drama, never fed the fire. While some players shaded her in interviews, Clark stayed focused, humble, and silent.
I mean, they can't handle criticism. Again, a statement was made about hostile environment. Visiting arenas are hostile environments, and they have always known to be so.
The WNBA is at a tipping point. A once-in-a-lifetime star is here. But will the league embrace her or self-sabotage through pettiness and politics?
Never forget, this BS investigation led to thousands of people spewing hate speech towards Indiana Fever players.
Known for being polite, he's known for being right. His warning wasn't just a soundbite. It was a plea to the players, to the league, to everyone watching.
I mean, let's keep it real. As my shirts all came in and my cap and all that, me bought a league pass. We're funding this whole thing now. We're funding it.
Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe for more WNBA investigative news, and drop your thoughts below. Should the league have apologized? Is Charles Barkley right about the jealousy? We want to hear from you.
You know, a lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
It all started on May 17th when the Indiana Fever faced off against the Chicago Sky. A hard foul by Chindy Carter sent Caitlin Clark to the floor. But that wasn't what caught fire. It was what happened afterward. Angel Reese clapped, smiled, and gave what many called a mocking reaction toward Clark. The clip went viral. Some said it was part of the game. Others claimed it crossed the line. But the biggest twist came days later when the WNBA announced it was investigating whether Angel Reese was the target of racial or personal abuse by fans.
This girl is incredible. What she did in college for women's basketball, what she's doing in the WNBA.
She turned the Fever. We're 1-8. They have a winning record now.
But the number of attention, eyeballs she's brought to college and the pros, and for these women to have this petty jealousness, you say to yourself, damn, what is going on here?
Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means is if the WNBA were to continue to grow at the rate it grew from 22 to 23, it would take until 2028 to do what Caitlin Clark did this year.
The league didn't hold back. An official statement claimed they were looking into whether Ree had been subjected to racially charged harassment from fans during or after the game. It raised eyebrows. Why now? And what were they really looking for? After days of digging, the WNBA concluded they found no evidence to support the harassment claims. So, was this a PR move or a sign that the league is cracking under the pressure of viral drama?